Lanterite should be coming up soon, right? Everyone must be busy buying things to make their homes more festive now. Wonder what this year's theme is going to be. Oh, Paimon can't wait to find out! Let's head to Liyue Harbor and ask around!
Так, праздник фонарей у нас, да, стартовал. Так, я еще не зашел в этот. Какой я лап.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Так, Паймон. Ой, байдошечка. Ой, какая. Тихо, ты чё тут? Ой. Ой. Это у нас выпивоха. Это она воду пьет. Ой, какая. Ладно, байдошечка, пока я поставлю на эльку. Так, делики. Делики. Сперва нам надо сделать делики. Потом пройдем сюжет. Квестик очередной сюжетный. И уже потом займемся ивентом. Пауэрт устанавливается. Ну ладно.
My. Leave it all to. Nice and spicy. Come a little closer. I'll protect us.
А, дальше что у нас тут? Так, стой. Победите всех монстров. Подожди, не туда. А куда? Так, а что там еще кто-то живой? Ну, вон он. Спрятался, спрятался. Ишь ты, спрятался. Да блин. Победим всех монстров. Так, туда ли вообще бегут-то, блин? Да, вроде туда.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Steady as stone.
Да.
I'll catch up.
Так, ой, опять заказ. Да что ж это прямо неделя заказов
Let's
какая.
dance.
Что у тебя сегодня? Опять слаймы. Да, скорее всего, опять слаймы. Черт бы их побрал. Да? Угу. Так, что с ними делать-то, я забыл. А, ну в принципе, да. Лиза и это. Лиза и Барбара. Да блин, а? Черт бы побрал этих слаймов. Нет, надо какого-нибудь кривого персонажа.
Leave it all to me.
You're in for
steady as.
Оля. Да блин. Ну ладно. Хотя бы так. Ой. Да.
I'll protect us. Huh?
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Ad Astra...
Так, ладно. Ура, 3-й левел батл пасса. Да я вообще монстр. Так, ну чё? 12. На этом. Давай попробуем в Нараку сходить быстренько. Выформить билетик этот несчастный. Конвертики, вернее. Сейчас быстренько. А то покоя мне не будет. Из-за этих конвертиков. Не сюда. Так, мои конверты не тырить. Ой, эти ивенты. Ну что там? Так. Ух ты. Это опять эти полетели другие что ли, конвертики. Блин. Нет, вроде это. Как вот их ловить? Да блин. Мало, конечно. Ладно. Пойдем дальше. Пойдем дальше куковать. 4, еще 4. Ну ладно. Это я уже потом после Геншина заберу. Да блин, ну тоже придумали, а глупость какую-то. Ну надо, конечно, это днем все делать. Быстренько зашел, забрал и к стороне. А не вот так вот бегать урывками, ну ладно. Буду умнее. Ну хотя что умнее, завтра все равно будет сессия полноценная. Так, ладно, побежали. Чайный дом. Так, не то. Так, где у нас тут? Так, видать дальних стран. Пойдем посмотрим, чем нас сейчас будет Аяка угощать. Так, где тут? Кто тут?
Are we here? Ooh, it's one of those street side places. Looks cute and cozy.
Welcome!
Oh, Miss Kiminami, how do you do?
Ah, Miss Kamisato. Perfect timing. Your booking was for... well, right now.
Опять одно и то же лицо, а?
I believe so. We'll be sticking to the order I placed in advance. As for the other matter we discussed, thank you for your help.
Excellent. No problem. And everything you asked for is ready and waiting. Traveler, tiny customer, please wait here for a moment while I prepare your food.
Go ahead and take a seat. There is something I need to take care of, but I'll be back momentarily.
Случилось что-то?
It's nothing of that sort. I just have a few minor things I need to attend to. I won't be long.
She sure left in a hurry. Whatever it is, it must be pretty urgent.
So you two are Miss Kamisato's friends? Well, we serve all the classics. Sure, there are fancier looking places out there, but the food here speaks for itself. Hope you enjoy it. Over the years we've been in business, we've gotten to know the Kamisato clan quite well. Miss Kamisato and her brother are both fond of our food. They're always sending staff down here to order something and take it back to them. Her table booking surprised me, not least because it was a group reservation. This is the first time I've ever heard of Miss Kamisato going out for dinner with friends.
The first time ever? Oh, guess that makes us pretty important people, huh?
Sure does. And I'm probably crossing the line here, but I'm just telling you what others have told me. Apparently, Miss Kamisato doesn't have a lot of friends.
Удивительно.
How is that possible? She's so kind and polite to everyone. Paimon would have thought that would make her really popular.
That's what I used to think too. But it turns out the rules of social interaction are a bit more complicated than that. Nobody in the neighborhood has a bad word to say about her. They all say she's beautiful, elegant, graceful, not to mention that she belongs to one of the most illustrious clans in the land. In short, they see her as a model young lady. But that's just it. People look at her and they see a model of perfection, and they don't feel like that's something they can relate to. So the majority of kids from our ordinary families don't even try to talk to her. So you see, on paper, she sounds like a girl everyone would want to get to know. But in practice, she finds it difficult to make friends.
Huh. Paimon never would have guessed.
We don't speak all that much, but we did go quite a way back. I've always admired her for taking on so many responsibilities at such a young age. So it makes me really happy to see her here with friends today. Anyway, relax, enjoy your meal, and please, talk to her as much as possible. I know she'll appreciate it. Consider it a favor for the whole neighborhood. Look after her for us.
Яка упала.
Huh? That sounded like Ayaka.
I'm so sorry, traveler.
Это что, взрыв?
Could you join me over there for a minute? I need your help with something. I'm sorry. I didn't want to drag you away all of a sudden. I, just had a cooking catastrophe.
Oh, so that loud noise we heard came from the cooking pot.
As you can see, this house is right next to the restaurant. It's where the owner lives. Actually, this whole compound is the family's private property. I asked Miss Kiminami to prepare some ingredients and utensils for me, so that I could cook a special dish here.
Зачем тебе готовить?
Right. If there's something you want to eat, you could just order it from the menu.
Actually, I wanted to cook something as a gift for Tsubaki. My mother mentioned in her notebook that Tsubaki enjoys food from all over the world. So I thought, if I'm going to meet Tsubaki, perhaps a dish from overseas would make a fitting gift.
A dish from overseas? So anything from outside Inazuma counts, right? If so, then we've got lots of options, don't we?
Можно сказать, мои блюда не от мира сего.
Hey, don't make this weird.
Can I leave you to finish this task then? Just as a personal favor. Is that okay? I'll be indebted to you.
Настал мой звездный час.
Great. But what kind of overseas dish would make a suitable gift? It needs to survive a journey from the kitchen to the recipient's doorstep.
Oh, Paimon knows. There's one dish out there that was practically created for this purpose. Pizza!
О,
Pizza?
It's an assortment of toppings and sauce spread over a bread base and cooked in the oven. And it's so good.
That does sound pretty good. Is the pizza ready?
ну, конечно, нет. Ну, подожди, что-то тут есть. Нет? Что же тут это? Так, что там надо? Передайте пиццу комиссата Аяки. А где у меня есть? У меня разве пицца есть? Человек. Реликварий подземелья ранг 3. Что такое вообще? Шкатулка для хранения артефактов. Нашедший ее, да будет любим. В каждом из реликвариев вы можете найти один предмет. Ага. Это ладно. Что, у меня пицца есть? Ладушки. Запеканка. Запеканка. Пиццы у нас нет. Или есть? Мясной стейк. Мясной стейк. Пайман, блин. Так, ладно, где у нас рецепты? Явно не рецепты. Это явно не рецепты. Это вообще... Есть вообще рецепты у нас тут? Какие-то странные штуковины. Вот рецепты, да? Густая смола. О! Густая смола. А, подождите. Подождите. Вот рецепт муссе. Во, грибная пицца. Так, использовать. Так, надо на эту находить. Где тут? Можно на этом приготовить, да? Так. Давай все изучим. Что тут? Миндальное рагу изучить. Шарики с креветкой изучить. Тушеное мясо с яблоками изучить. Мусс фонтаналии. Язык сломаешь. Так, что тут у нас? Так, шарики, миндальный тофу. О, грибная пицца. Что тут надо? Блин. Кухонный... А, мука на мука нужна еще. И сыр. Так, а где у нас тут эти? Так, это что у нас такое? Так, подождите. Тут же должна быть... Торговцы-то быть должны же. Так, чайный дом. Мора. Так, алхимия, ресторан Симура. Вот пойдем в ресторан сходим. А где я вообще тут? Там ингредиенты-то должны ведь быть. Я не помню, у кого я там ингредиенты покупал. Так, это кто у нас тут?
You can find everything and anything in Tsukumomono groceries.
Найти можно все. Ну-ка посмотрим. Молоко, лук, перец, соль, капуста, картофель, тофу. Да блин. Нам мука нужна, да? И мука нужна. Все, и да, найти можно все. И ничего. Ладно. Что нам там? Мука нужна и сыр. Катерина явно. Так, вот. Так, а где же я там покупал? Я где-то покупал. О, редис, краб, рыба, так, шашлычок, сосиска, бекот, мука. Сколько там надо? Одна? Мука есть, сыр. Где сыр взять? Да блин. Где список рецептов-то? Тут его нету. Так, ладно, сыра у нас тут нет. А где же там надо сыр купить? Так, это кто такой? Это явно не тут. Так, явно не то. Так, это кто у нас тут? Торговец закусками. Ну-ка, у тебя сыр, наверное, должен быть. Так, явно не то. Блин, так и придется в Манштадт обратно бежать. Я так понимаю. За сыром-то. Странно, а что это у меня сыра-то нет? Я столько всякой всячины насобирал. Так, это у нас тут мастерская. Тем более сыр. Так, пойдем в Манштадт. Пойдем в Манштадт. Если только найдем, где он там вообще находится. Ну, алхимик-то, хотя... Не, по-моему, тут в этой было. В ресторане. Сколько там только этого сыра надо, я не помню уже. Так, вот опять мука. Сахар, варенье, вот сыр. Давай 2 купим. Сейчас, Аяка, мы тебе такую пиццу забабахаем. Приготовить. Так. Чё тут шаурма? Шарики. Шаурма, так. Что там надо? Ага, еще муки одной надо. А может, у нее есть? Так, ладно. Так, мука еще одна нужна. Пицца, 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 пицца. Так, мука. Погнали готовить пиццу. Надеюсь, там... Ну, сейчас я попробую эту. Хорошую приготовить пиццу. Так. Так, а где? Чихался. Так, готовить. О, идеально. Готово, Аяка. Сейчас мы тебе такую пиццу. Так, где она там? Так, где там?
Is the pizza ready?
Oh, it's ready.
Вот она.
It smells delicious. You're an excellent cook, traveler. I would love to be able to master dishes from all over the world.
Well, all you need to learn is a recipe. We can bring you some more recipes in the future if you like.
Great. I look forward to learning from your culinary expertise.
How are you all doing? Whoa, is this... Miss Kamisato, this must be the dish you were talking about.
Yes, an overseas dish cooked by the traveler. Could I trouble you to package it for me?
Sure, no problem. Oh, it smells good. I bet it tastes amazing. Oh, now I really want to put something like this on our menu.
Want us to teach you how to make it?
Oh, could you?
Конечно.
The most satisfying meals are the ones you share with other people. So Paimon thinks that our friends in Mondstadt wouldn't mind us sharing this dish with Inazuma.
Really? That's great. I've always wanted to learn how to cook some international dishes. If you can write down a recipe for me, I'll add it to our menu and put a promotion where everyone will see it. Since we've become a closed nation, people haven't had the chance to try anything new. Traveler, you're the best!
I know it.
I'll go pack up this dish for Miss Kamisato. Please, make your way back to the restaurant whenever you're ready. The food will be waiting for you.
You could have sold that recipe for a high price, but you selflessly gave it away for free. You're a wonderful person.
Ладно тебе, Аяк.
I mean it. I admire you a lot, and I'm so proud to be friends with someone of such fine character. Well, you should probably write down the recipe now, no?
Yeah, let's make sure we include all the details and then give it to Miss Kiminami. So, pizza. Start with the basic ingredients.
Грибы и мука.
Correctamundo. Right, now to add the next couple of ingredients.
Капуста и сыр.
Yep, that's right. Now for the cooking instructions. Place onto oven rack at high heat and cooked until golden brown. Alright, it's done. Long may our reputations and our recipes precede us wherever we go in Inazuma.
I have no doubt that they will. This dish is exquisite.
Cool! Then let's get this recipe to Miss Kiminami pronto.
Так, где она?
Hey! Have you written out the recipe?
Here it is.
Thank you! Wowie! This is so exciting. I want to make it right away.
Traveler, Paimon, please accept my sincerest apologies for delaying your meal.
No problem. Food always tastes better when you've worked up an appetite.
All right, let's dig in before it gets cold. Well, what do you think? Is Inazuman cuisine to your liking?
It's amazing! Paimon loved this one! Oh, and especially that one over there!
Все очень вкусно.
Good. I'm relieved. When I was attempting to cook earlier on, did you chat with the owner at all? And did she, say anything about me?
She did, but don't worry. She's just happy for you is all.
She's happy for me? Oh, then she must have told you. Did she, What does it matter? I know just as well as anybody else that I've got no friends.
Hey, it's not you. Most people just haven't had the chance to talk to you one-on-one before.
Thank you for your comforting words, Paimon. It's all true, though. I just don't have very many friends. Most of the time I'm either accompanied by family or staff, so everyone must have found it quite a surprise to see me taking you out for a meal.
Что ты такое говоришь?
Exactly! You've got at least 2 friends right here.
Aww. Thank you. That makes me so happy. Excuse me. I'm forgetting myself.
Hey now, Expressing your feelings is the right thing to do. Keeping them locked away inside isn't gonna do you any good now, is it?
I agree. So, I just want to say how happy I feel that you both see me as a true friend.
Of course we do. That's always been our style. If someone's nice to us, we're nice to them too. Friendship can go a long way. Take your mom, for example. She wrote about Tsubaki in her notebook, and now it's made you want to find them too.
Yes, I think friendship is an extremely precious thing, and ours is one that I will always treasure.
While we're on the topic though, who is this Tsubaki person anyway?
Well, I think I have an idea, but it's just speculative at this point.
Прошу, расскажи.
I think that Tsubaki might be a fox envoy.
A fox envoy?
Yes, that's what I think. Even I, my mother's own daughter, had never even heard of this friend before. It just seems so mysterious. So I think it must be someone with transcendent abilities who doesn't show themselves very often. And fox envoys are nothing new. Stories have been told about them in Inazuma since ancient times. You must have met Kuji Yae before. Well, she's a fox envoy. That got me thinking. Maybe there are fox envoys out there in Inazuma that people just don't know about. And maybe Tsubaki is one of them.
Whoa! So Inazuma also has supernatural beings?
When you say also...
Well, before Inazuma, we spent some time in Liyue. They have lots of supernatural beings there, like the Adepti. All kinds of them too. Up in the sky, down below the ground, in the water.
Really? I've come across such things being asserted in books, but to hear someone talk about it from first-hand experience is extremely surprising. So Liyue lives up to its reputation. Its culture has a long history and gives rise to the most beautiful legends. Quite captivating.
You should come visit Liyue with us sometime. The best part is, they have loads and loads of delicious delicacies.
Really? I would love that. Speaking of delicacies, Traveler, Paimon, have you eaten your fill?
Oh, Paimon has.
Excellent. Then let's collect the kimono. Then we can pay a visit to my mother's mysterious and transcendent friend.
Застряли.
Your garment is ready, Miss Kamisato. I've folded and packaged it for you. Oh, and the other item we discussed? That's ready too.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you. It is a beautiful piece of clothing, and it was a pleasure to work on. See you again next time.
Traveler, I have a gift for you.
Правда?
Whoa, looks super fancy. Is that for wearing in your hair?
It's a hairpin in the style of a white heron. As well as a hair accessory, you can also use it as an ornament. I couldn't ask for your help and offer nothing at all in return, so this is my gift to you.
Я буду им дорожить.
I'm glad you like it.
Speaking of white herons, that's what your title means, doesn't it? Shirasagi Himegimi. So this gift is like a little piece of yourself. It's just as elegant and beautiful as you are.
You flatter me, Paimon. If this gift reminds you of me, that is all I could ask for.
It definitely will. Alright, well, now we've got what we came for. We can set off. Time to go meet Tsubaki.
Так, ну вот мы и сделали, да? Отправить место, указанное в блокноте. Так. Мгм. Так, что у нас там со временем? Время уже поджимает, так что пойдем смотреть ивент. Угу. Китай. Яркие птицы в весеннем небе. Так, а здесь? Пусть... А, это короткие. Так. Год подходит к концу. Ежегодный праздник морских фонарей начнется совсем скоро. По традиции мы с Паймом возвращаемся в Ливе. Посмотрим, что у нас тут за погазник. Ой.
Kuching and Charlotte. Paimon never thought she'd see you two together.
Nice to see you again, Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, we're not interrupting anything, are we?
Not at all. I wasn't in the middle of an interview or anything. I was just asking Miss Kuching about purchasing a kite.
A kite? Are you buying some regional specialties to bring back to Fontaine?
Well, yes. And...
It seems you haven't heard yet. The theme of this year's lantern rite is kites.
Oh, so that's why Paimon has seen so many floating in the sky.
Liyue Harbor is always changing, so it is only fitting that lantern rite should change in turn. The Qixing believes it would benefit Liyue to build on our own cultural foundation by embracing the technologies of other nations. After all, it is said that the stones of another mountain may serve to better polish one's own jade. So, Ningguang organized a private meeting with Miss Charlotte to ask for her help in fostering cooperation with the right people. In the end, we decided to combine Liyue's traditional art of kite making with Fontaine's mechanical vertical lifting device.
Mechanical lifting device? Sounds pretty impressive. But don't kites just use the wind to fly? Why would you need to add something mechanical?
Well, you've actually just answered your own question, Paimon. How high and far a kite can fly depends as much on the weather conditions as on the skill of the person holding the string.
But as soon as there's no wind, you can only flail about helplessly like a sweet flower medaka out of water. Experience doesn't matter at that point.
Exactly. Liyue is now a nation ruled by humans after all. It's about time we had the power to make a kite fly, don't you think? Plus, the easier we can make it to enjoy, the more people will want to participate.
Звучит здорово.
Right? I also thought it was a novel idea. Plus, it shouldn't cost much to do.
With Miss Charlotte's help, everything has gone smoothly. Our new mechanical kites are already available to purchase from a stall in the harbor. We're having trouble keeping up with demand. We also gave quite a bit of thought to the price. We didn't want it to be too much more expensive than a traditional kite.
Cool! Turns out you two and Ningguang like playing with toys just as much as Paimon!
Toys? They're not exactly toys.
You see, Miss Kuching, that does seem to be everyone's first reaction.
Although kites are one of our most time-honored cultural relics, outside of their use in certain ceremonies, I suppose they're considered playthings more than anything now. But to me, there's so much more than that. Think for a second about how remarkable it is that a flimsy paper kite attached to a string has the capacity to touch the sky. It is this slight piece of paper that also carries the weight of Liyue's cultural traditions. There's an old poem that goes, "O kite born of paper, flying true and sound, a lone traveler wanders, just waiting to be found." In the past, poets from Liyue used kites to symbolize a feeling of longing, or evoke the peacefulness of idyllic rural scenery. If the people of today can derive enjoyment from this activity, they will not only be more likely to better appreciate the tradition, but also to pass it down to the people of tomorrow.
That's the Kuching we know, always thinking 5 steps ahead of anyone else.
Well said, Miss Kuching. I've learned quite a bit myself.
As long as you're willing to listen, I'm happy to share. I also know quite a lot about the various folk traditions related to kites. For example, whenever a kite blew away, people would say it was the Adepti that summoned the wind to take it away as an offering. That way, you can turn an unfortunate event into an auspicious one.
What about something more fun? Do you know anything like that?
More fun. Let me think. Oh, I suppose we should first talk about how kites are made. It's another one of our precious forms of traditional craftsmanship. My grandfather told me that back when he was a boy, children learned the art of kite making step by step from their elders. First, you use the thin strips of bamboo to construct the frame. Then, you draw a design of your choice on a piece of paper, paste it onto the frame, and tie on the string. Then, you look towards the sky and release the kite to soar among the clouds. Some people write down certain names or desires on their kites, cut the string, and let them fly free. Others may place particular thoughts or meaning into the design itself.
Are certain designs associated with certain meanings? I'm gonna jot all of this down.
Well, for example, kites in the shape of a butterfly typically symbolize freedom, happiness, or the desire to break free.
Fascinating. What else can you tell me?
The scissored-tailed swallow is the most classic design. It symbolizes good fortune and joyful tidings. Different colors also have small variations in meaning.
Are these commonly understood meanings and symbols in Liyue? Kind of like the language of flowers in Fontaine.
I believe so. Most have probably heard something about it from their elders at some point. If you're interested, Miss Charlotte, I have several books on the topic that I could lend you. They could be a useful reference.
That would be a huge help! Great! Looks like I've got the outline for quite the article on my hands.
Желаю тебе с этим удачи.
Perfect! We're gonna take a look around.
Then I'll show Miss Charlotte to my home for a little while. I almost forgot. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is hosting a kite flying contest on the night of Lantern Rite. If you're interested, you're more than welcome to bring a kite and participate. The rules are simple. Whoever flies their kite the highest and furthest within the time limit will receive a special honor along with a secret prize.
I've already prepared more than enough empty film for the event. I can see the spectacle already.
Мы придем.
Oh, Paimon was on board the moment you said secret prize.
Then I'll look forward to seeing your performance.
You bet! See you then! Wait, Trevor? Take a peek to your right. Do you see those 2 people lurking over there?
Вижу.
Is it just Paimon? Or were they staring at us the whole time we were talking to Kuching and Charlotte just now? They seem fishy.
Согласна.
Great, so it wasn't just Paimon. Do you think there could be treasure hoarders? They always seem to be stirring up trouble during Lantern Rite. Oh, Paimon's sick of waiting around for something bad to happen. We should strike first, you know. Foil their plans before they even begin.
Какая
You go
храбрая.
right, Paimon will go left.
Подожди, Пайман. Его не наслаждается весной. Небеса дарят чего-то там. Говорить с подозрительными людьми. Где наши горные велосипеды? Так, это что такое? Корона прозрения. Материал возвышения. Дверки фонарь. Декор. Принятие задание. Если вы не опытный, то это не повлияет на игровой процесс. Если командант не выполнил некоторые области или смогут знакомиться с некоторым выполненным ранее. Так. Тут 20 дней, так что нормально. Сюрприз на день рождения. Редко. Так, это что такое у нас? Фокус. Давай праздновать. Чай, радужная роза. Икона фонтейна. Так, ачивочки. Ачивочки. Так, что у нас там по времени? Ладно, пойдем еще немножко сделаем тут.
Oh. It is with such an air of urgency that you appear before us. Your comportment suggests you believe us to have committed some heinous crime. Perhaps you could enlighten us as to your intentions.
Whoa, where did this fuddy-duddy come from? You should be the one doing the enlightening, buddy. Don't think we didn't notice you eavesdropping. One look and we could tell you were up to no good. Tell us everything, starting with your name.
One bears no secrets before two such as yourselves. You stand in the presence of the mighty and illuminated Adeptus, Moon Carver. For the purpose of this foray into the mortal realm, however, you may address one as Hojong.
You kidding? That deer's got his head stuck so far up in the clouds, there's no way he'd humble himself down here with the rest of us.
You may want to hold your tongue, Paimon.
Don't think that Paimon is gonna believe you just because you know her name. Let Paimon guess. You're supposed to be Mountain Shaper, right?
Indeed. Mooncarver and myself have descended upon the mortal realm for a visit. The two of you may call me Jiahu.
Looks like you did your research. But in our experience, the harder you try to lead us on, the more likely it is that we've got a big fish on our hands. We'll go straight to the Millilith and have you arrested for impersonating a Death-Eye.
Preposterous! Utterly preposterous!
Должно быть, вы можете это доказать?
Right! Tell us something that only an Adeptus would know. And it better not be some common knowledge that any person on the street could tell you.
You may recall that in order to preserve the tranquility of one's mountain, one planted karst crawlers around Mount Hulao. In fact, the seeds are one of Streetward Rambler's cultivars. Among all the Adepti, her horticultural skill is preeminent. The plant neither wilts nor withers, and its practical use is undeniable. Yet it does require quite the upkeep. After a while, one tires of the effort. Thus, one had no choice but to foray into town to inquire from streetward rambler a gentler and more easily managed variety.
On your way, you were accosted by a group of youths, and without revealing your true form, were unable to extricate yourself of their presence. If one's memory serves, Streetward Rambler had to personally come to your rescue.
How did you come into possession of such knowledge?
The young lass, Yao Yao, keeps no secrets from Cloud Retainer.
Alas, one can only let bygones be bygones.
Думаю, они и правда адепты.
That might have been more detail than we needed. Seems like you two are the real deal, and Paimon sorry for suspecting you. But, for beings as forgiving as yourselves, this is just water under the bridge, right?
Примите это как комплимент вашей маскировки.
You indeed have an agile mind. Cloud Retainer was not mistaken in her high estimation of you.
Paimon's still curious about something. It's just... Paimon can understand why Mountain Shaper is here, but why did you decide to come to the city, Mooncarver? It's not really your thing, is it?
It is but an inevitable eventuality. Long have the mountains remained strangely idle since Cloud Retainer's move to Liyue Harbor. With Lantern Rite near at hand, one would expect Cloud Retainer to provide us with an account of the festivities in advance. Yet to this day, she has failed to appear.
Cloud Retainer is hardly the forgetful sort.
One must never rest idle in the face of that which demands action. And since our acquaintances dwell in Liyue Harbor, we had to travel here in human form to avail ourselves of their aid, Cloud Retainers in this case.
But a moment ago, one heard you speak of a mechanical kite of sorts. It appears the essence of the situation has hitherto revealed itself. Now it is time for one to retire back to one's abode.
So, you're not looking for Cloud Retainer anymore?
Perhaps there are aspects of Cloud Retainer's temperament that remain opaque to young Paimon. Given one's understanding, one can only imagine the anger that now consumes her.
Cloud Retainer is of a proud and arrogant disposition. She holds the belief that her skill in mechanics surpasses that of all others. One can be quite certain it is hardly with an open mind that she regards the arrival of this new technology.
One surmises that she has shut herself away, refused all company, and buried herself in the study of her own creations. To call on her would only invite her rebuke. However, if you do happen to cross paths with her over the next few days, do pass along one's regards.
Sure, leave it to us. Have a safe trip back, enjoy the scenery, and happy Lantern Rite!
Thank you for your kind words. We shall now depart.
We got all worked up for nothing, huh? All that trouble and it turned out to be people we knew all along! Well, it's still pretty early. Let's head over and check out the kite stalls. Paimon wants to see what kinds of kites we can buy to use in the competition. The bigger and prettier, the better.
Так, ну ладно, это мы уже завтра будем делать. Ой, не туда нажал. Это мы уже будем делать завтра.
Senua kiosk.
Pardon moi.